second chapter of our maths, that is fractions and decimals. First of all, we will discuss about fractions. Whenever we listen to this word fraction, only one thing comes in our mind. Then definitely fraction will be in the form of P upon Q. So whenever we hear this word fraction, we have some image of a number written in the form of upon. Okay, in this the upper number is called numerator and the number written on the downside is called denominator. So this numerator and denominator forms a fraction. If I will talk about in terms of diagram, supposedly here I am drawing one circle. I am dividing this circle into 8 equal parts. Now supposedly I have shaded 3 parts from this 8 equal parts. Okay, or you can take it as a pizza slice, a pizza which is divided into 8 equal slices. Suppose my share is 3 slices out of this 8 slice. So what is my part of pizza? That is 3 by 8. Total was 8 and out of that 3 is my share. You can see that whenever you are giving any class test, your marks are written up in the form of fraction. In the denominator, the total marks is written, and in the numerator, how much marks you have got, that is written. So in short, fraction, how we can say that it is a part of whole quantity. So how we can define fraction is a part of whole. Now we are having types of fraction. In types of fraction, the first one is proper fraction. All these types of fraction we have studied in class 6th also. We will just revise it before proceeding to our topic. Now, in proper fraction, if I will again look at the definition of fraction, that is part of whole. Then simply by a definition only we can see that a part can never be more than whole. Like this numerator should not be greater than denominator. So whenever numerator is smaller than denominator, numerator is less than denominator, then this is the case of proper fraction. Example, here is one example is already written, that is 3 by 8. One more example I can write. We can take it as 4 by 7. This is an example of proper fraction because numerator is smaller and denominator is bigger. Now for improper fraction, it's just opposite. Denominator is greater than numerator. So in this case, example can be 8 upon 5. This is an example of improper fraction. If I will talk about mixed fraction, in mixed fraction, something is being mixed. What is that? That is a whole part. So in mixed fraction, we are having one whole part plus proper fraction. Example, 2 and 1 by 5. 2 is whole and this is 1 by 5. We read it as 2 and 1 upon 5. So this is mixed fraction in which we are having 3 numbers. Now like fraction. If I will talk about the above 3 fractions, proper fraction, improper fraction or mixed fraction, by seeing a single number only, single fraction only, we can say whether it's proper or improper or mixed fraction. But this doesn't happen in remaining 3 cases. We can't judge a single number, single fraction, whether it's a like fraction or not. So for deciding its like fraction or not, we should have a group of fractions. We will check for it a group of fractions. So a group of fractions, having same denominator. So example you can see 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 5. This is a group of 3 fractions in which all the 3 denominators are same. So they form a group of like fractions. So you can see a single number, if supposedly only 3 by 5 is written, then how can I say whether it's a like fraction or unlike fraction? I have to compare it with some other fraction. Okay. Now for unlike fraction, what we will say? A group of fraction, again it's a group of fraction having different denominator. It's just opposite of like fraction having different denominator. Example, we can have 1 by 4, 2 by 5, 3 by 8. These are examples of unlike fraction. Now equivalent fraction. This equivalent word is somehow related with the word equal. Why I am not writing it as equal fraction? Why I am using the word equivalent fraction? The reason is, if I will talk about equal fraction, supposedly I can write here 2 by 4, 2 by 4. Both are equal fractions because numerator is also same and denominator is also same. But what if I will write 1 by 2 and 4 by 8? In this case, you can see that the numerator is 1, denominator is 2. Another case, numerator is 4 and denominator is 8. So anyhow, it is not looking equal. But when you will simplify this fraction, we can see that this 1 by 2 cannot be simplified more. But this 4 by 8 can be simplified. 4 and 8 both are coming in the table of 4. So when you will simplify it, it will become 1 by 2. So it was not looking equal, but they are equal. So such kind of fractions which doesn't seem equal, but they are equal on simplification or by multiplying or dividing by same number, then we get equivalent fractions. So how we can define equivalent fractions? Fractions which are made equal by multiplying or dividing both numerator and denominator by same number. So this is one example of equivalent fraction. You can say that 1 by 2 and 4 by 8 are equivalent fractions because they were not equal in the beginning, but they were made equal by dividing both 4 and 8 by 4. When I will divide 4 by 4, I will get 1. When I will divide 8 by 4, I will get 2. So fractions which are made equal by multiplying or dividing both numerator and denominator by same number. So this was all about different types of fraction. These different types of fraction we have studied in class 6 also. So I have just revised all the topics. Now we will just revise that how we can convert proper fraction, improper fraction into mixed fraction, or how we can convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now we will understand how we can convert improper fraction to mixed fraction, mixed to improper, how we can find equivalent fractions, and how we can compare given two fractions or more than two fractions. All these topics we people have already discussed in class 6 also, but still I am just going to revise these topics. If supposedly this is one improper fraction. Why it's improper? Because numerator is bigger and denominator is smaller. So to convert it into mixed, the step is keep the numerator in dividend and denominator in divisor. Now 4 2s are 8. Remainder is 3. Now you have to make a rotation of clock. Rotation starts from here and ends here. So what is coming first in this rotation? 2. So we will write it in the center. Then 3. So we will write it at the top. Then first 2, then 3 and then 4. Then here I have written 4. One thing you have to take care whenever you will be converting improper to mixed or mixed to improper. The denominator will not change. The denominator will remain same. So in this way you can check this answer. People are confused between, some will write 3 here and 2 at the place of numerator. So what you have to see, whatever answer is come, question, that you have to keep it in the center and remainder will come at the top and denominator will remain same. So in this way we can convert improper to mixed fraction by drawing the direction of clock. Now supposingly one mixed fraction is given. How we read it as 3 and 2 by 5. This and means plus 3 plus 2 by 5. And how we are doing it directly, like 5 3s are 15. 5 into 3. Then this is multiplied and this is added. Plus 2. And the denominator remains same. So it's 15 plus 2 upon 5. What is coming? 17 upon 5. Again you can see that the denominator remains same. We have learned that we have to first multiply then add. This can be justified by operation of addition also. If it's nothing there, then we can take it as 1. LCM of 1 and 5 will become 5. This multiplied by 5, 3 also multiplied by 5. So that's why we read it as 3 and 2 by 5 and it means 3 plus 2 by 5. In this way we are getting mixed to improper fraction. Now equivalent fractions. Supposingly one number is given to me. 3 by 5 is given to me. I have to find 5 equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. So what we have learned about equivalent fractions, that equivalent fractions can be obtained by multiplying both numerator and denominator by same number, either by multiplying or by dividing also. In this case, this 3 by 5 cannot be simplified more. So we can't divide it. What I will do, I will multiply. Like 3 by 5, let us multiply both by 2. What I will get? 6 by 10. This is one equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Next, we can choose any number. I have taken 2. We can take 3 on both sides. We can take 10 on both sides. We can take 20 on both sides. Whatever we feel so that it's easy for our calculation. Now with 3, I am getting 9 upon 15. So this is another equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. How it is equivalent? When you will simplify it, it will be equal to 3 by 5. Another we can see. Now I will multiply both by 5. We can take any number. This is 15 upon 25. Now let's multiply it by 10. It's very easy to multiply by 10. 30 by 50. In this way we can find many more equivalent fractions depending on the questions. So what I am doing, I am simply multiplying both numerator and denominator by a same number. Now next is comparison of fraction. This you can take it as the most important concept of fraction which we have to understand. Supposingly I have to compare any two fractions. Supposingly right now I want to compare this 3 by 5 and 17 by 5. I am talking about these two fractions. 3 by 5 and 17 by 5. I want to check which one is, compare means we have to see which one is bigger or which one is smaller. So I can see in both the cases the denominator is 5. So now the only thing we have to check is numerator. So wherever numerator will be bigger, that fraction will be bigger. So 17 by 5 is bigger than 3 by 5. 17 by 5 is greater than 3 by 5. See, so by doing this example, we are coming to a conclusion that for comparing any fraction, it's very important that the denominator should have same values, or I can say that they should be like fractions. If they are not like fractions, then we can't compare it directly. First we have to make it like fraction. Make it like fraction means we have to equalize the denominator. And we are having one method by which we can make the denominator same, that is by finding LCM. So I will take one example in which we are having different denominator. Supposingly I want to compare 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. In this, we can't say that this numerator is bigger, so this will be a bigger fraction. No, this will not be a criteria. First, we will come to the denominator. We can see that one is having denominator 3 and the other is having denominator 5. So they are unlike fractions. So first we will convert it into like fraction. We will make both the denominators equal. So LCM of 3 and 5. LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. Okay. So I will make both the denominators 15. 3 into 5. So this should also be multiplied by 5. 5 into 3. So this should also be multiplied by 3. So I am having 10 by 15 and 12 by 15. Now the denominator is same. So we can easily compare that this 12 by 15 is bigger than 10 by 15, or in other words 4 by 5 is bigger than 2 by 3. So comparison of fraction is very important role. This for regarding to this comparison of fractions, we can have questions like arrange in ascending order or arrange in descending order. If you have to arrange in ascending order, means from smaller to bigger. For that also, first of all you have to check all the denominators. If all the denominators are same, then it's very easy. The numerator which is smaller, that will be a smaller fraction, then and so on. But if we are having different denominators, then definitely we have to opt for this method. First we will find the LCM of the denominators, then we will equalize the denominator. Then after equalizing the denominator, we can compare both numerators, that which one is bigger or which one is small. So in this way, we can do the questions of ascending order also, descending order also. We can do questions of finding equivalent fractions, and in all such questions, these two will play a very important role. But in many cases, question can be in the form of mixed fraction. So in that case, we have to convert it into improper fraction. And wherever you are getting answer in the form of improper fraction, you have to convert it into mixed fraction. Now we are going to perform operations on fractions. Basically we are having 4 operations in maths, that is plus, minus, and here I have written off. Off means multiply. In mathematics, off means multiply, that we have to keep in mind that wherever off is there, we have to replace it by multiply and divide. So by taking one more example of each, we will see how we can solve different problems of fractions. I have told you many times that whenever we are having some problems on maths, then the way to solve plus and minus question is almost same, and the way to solve multiply and divide question is almost same. Now, first of all, I will tell you how we can solve this addition. Here we can see there are 3 fractions, and all the 3 fractions are having different denominators. So in addition and subtraction, in both cases, first of all we have to check the denominator. If the denominator is same, then we can directly add the numerators or directly subtract the numerators. But if the denominator is not same, then the first rule is to make all denominators same, and that also equal to LCM. Now in this case, LCM of 4, 3 and 6 is 12. You can check it also. Now 1 by 4, how this 4 will be converted to 12? Into 3 into 3. Then plus sign, 3 into 4, 2 into 4. Plus sign, 6 into 2, 5 into 2. So first we try to convert denominator equal to LCM, and by whatever number we will multiply the denominator, with same number I have to multiply the numerator also. Here also you can see that to make 3 equal to 12, I have multiplied it by 4. That's why 2 is also multiplied by 4. 6 can be converted to 12 by multiplying by 2. So 5 is also multiplied by 2. First we have to equalize the denominator. Accordingly the numerator will also change. Now all the denominators have become 12. 1 3 is 3, 2 4 is 8, 5 2 is 10. Simply add all the numerators. Denominator will not be added. We will take a common denominator, that is 12. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 10, 21. So this is 21 upon 12. Now we can see that the numerator is bigger and denominator is smaller. Means the number is in the form of improper fraction, which we can convert in mixed fraction. So wherever there is possibility to convert the final answer into mixed fraction, there we have to do that. So when you will divide, the quotient will be 1 and the remainder will be 9 upon 12. Okay, so in this way I have converted, or I can say this 21 and 12 both are coming in the table of 3 also. So first we can simplify this. 3 7s are 21, 3 4s are 12. Now we can convert it into mixed fraction again. 4 1s are 4, 3 will be remainder, 1 and 3 by 4. Again we can check. 4 1s are 4 plus 3, 7 upon 4. So this will be our final answer. Now similarly for subtraction also, first of all I can see that they are not improper fraction, they are mixed fraction. So whenever we will be having question of mixed fraction, our first step will be to convert those mixed fraction into improper fraction. So 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1, 11 upon 5. 3 1s are 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 upon 3. Now again the denominator is not same. So what I will do, I will take LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So I will make both the denominator equal to 15. 5 into 3 will be 15. 50. So whatever we have multiplied with denominator, same I have to multiply with numerator also. So in both cases the denominator is coming 15, this is 33 and this is 25. 33 minus 25 is 8 and denominator is 15. Now this is a proper fraction, so we cannot convert it into mixed fraction. Only in case of improper fraction we have to convert it into mixed fraction. So we have seen that the rule for addition and subtraction is almost same, that we are checking the denominator. If it's not same, we are making it by using LCM. According, the denominator will change first and accordingly the numerator will also change. Then we will take the common denominators and then we will simply add or subtract the numerators. But LCM is not taken in multiply and divide. This multiply and divide are comparatively easier than addition and subtraction. First of all, I will convert this off in multiply. 5 and 3 by 5. Now again this is mixed fraction. So mixed fraction we are converting to improper. 5 5s are 25. 25 plus 3, 28 upon 5. So in case of fraction multiplication, what we have to do, simply we have to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. There is no LCM, nothing. Simply multiply the above two numbers and below two numbers and just check, is there any case where we can simplify it. I can see that both 8 and 28 are coming in the table of 2 also. In 2 also 8 will come and 28 will come. In 4 also 8 will come and 28 will come. So I will simplify this by 4. 4 2s are 8, 4 7s are 28. So 7 7s are 49 and 2 5s are 10. So this is again improper fraction. What I will do now, convert it into mixed fraction. 10 4s are 40. I am doing it directly, but you can do it in this way also. 49, you can keep it inside, 10 outside. 10 4s are 40. 9 will be remainder. So 4 will come in center, 9 at the top, and 10 is the denominator. So in this way we can multiply. Just keep in mind that of means multiply. And wherever mixed fraction is there, first step will be converted into improper fraction. And in multiply, I have not taken the LCM. Here also the denominators are same. But we will not take LCM, we will simply multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Now coming to this division. In division again we can see that this is mixed fraction. So first we will convert it into improper fraction. 7 1s are 7 plus 3. 10 upon 7 divided by 5. Now here I can see that this is looking in the form of fraction, P upon Q. But this number is not looking in the form of fraction. So whenever we will be having such cases, what I will do, I will put 1 in the denominator. Why? Because there is nothing. If there is nothing, then we can replace it by 1. Now to convert, there is only one step difference between multiplication and division. Only one step. When this is in the form of divide, we can convert it into multiply by doing two changes simultaneously. Just listen carefully what I am saying. I am doing two changes simultaneously. First change is that this divide is changing to multiply, and the second change will be the second number. This is my first number and this is my second number. This second number will have reciprocal. Like if it's 5 upon 1, so it will become 1 upon 5. If it is 5 by 2, it will become 2 by 5. Simply there will be interchange of numerator and denominator. So again I am repeating, whenever there is a question of divide, there will be two changes simultaneously. What are those two changes? This divide is converted to multiply simultaneously. Along with this only, the numerator and denominator of second number are exchanged. We will not disturb this number. This number will remain as it is. Now this question is same as multiply. Now this is the question of multiply only. So numerator will be multiplied by numerator and denominator will be multiplied by denominator. Here I can see that 5 and 10 can be simplified. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So 2 1s are 2, 7 1s are 7. This will be final answer. I will just revise whatever we have done in the 4 operations of fractions, because the topic which we have discussed right now, this will form the foundation of your maths. Based on this only, whenever you will move to higher classes, you will be able to solve the more complicated questions. But this is the foundation which you have to learn very carefully. First thing, the rule for addition and subtraction is same, and the rule for multiplication and division is same, but it is different from addition and subtraction. Second point, in addition and subtraction, we are checking the denominator. If it's same, well and good, simply add the numerator or simply subtract the numerator. But if it's not same, then what I am doing, I am taking LCM. Then I am making all the denominators equal to LCM in both the cases. Accordingly, the numerator will also change. Then we will simply add the numerator or simply subtract the numerator. Whenever our answer is coming in the form of improper fraction, at that time I am converting it into mixed fraction. And if the answer is coming in proper fraction, then we have to leave it then and there only. Now for multiply. In multiply I have used, instead of multiply sign, I have written off, which also means multiply. So for the mixed fraction I have converted into improper fraction, and for multiply, what is the rule? multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Now division is only one step more than multiplication. How one step is more? This is the extra step. What is happening in this step? That this divide is changing to multiply and the second number is having reciprocal. If one change is there, then to counter effect this change, the second change has to be done necessarily. Okay, अगर मैं डिवाइड को मल्टीप्लाई में कर रही हूँ तो इसको कंपनसेट करने के लिए मुझे सेकेंड वाले नंबर को क्या करना पड़ेगा? रेसिप्रोकल करना पड़ेगा. आप इस चीज को ऐसे समझ लें. नाउ अगेन दिस क्वेश्चन बिकम्स द सेम एज मल्टीप्लिकेशन. सो वी कैन मल्टीप्लाई numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. In this way, if we are this was a direct question which we have to solve. If we are having questions in the form of word problem also, supposing a triangle is given and three sides are given in the form of fraction. Question is, what is the perimeter of the triangle? What I will simply do, I will add all the three fractions, or I can say the three sides of triangle. Or supposingly Rima has done this many share of work and Seema has done these many share of work. So what is the total work done? In that case also we will add. Supposingly Sham has done 5 upon 10 kilometer, but Ram has done 3 by 2 kilometer. Who runs more and by how much? So who runs more? In that case we have to compare the two fractions, that which one is bigger, and then by how much you have to subtract the bigger fraction from the smaller fraction. So whenever the method of solving those questions will be same, just you have to make out from the word problem that which operation you have to use. If it's the question of total, then you will add the two fractions. If it's the question of greater, less, or how much is remaining, how much is left, in that case we will subtract. Multiply also, if the value of 1 is given and we have to find the value of many objects, in that case we will multiply. In divide, when we have to find the value of only one object, in that case we divide. So in this way we can use this method of solving fractions in our word problems also, once we have understood what the problem is about. It's about plus, minus, multiply or divide. We have discussed all about fractions. Now we are going to start our next, that is decimals. Decimals, while listening to this word decimal only, a point comes in your mind. That decimal is there means definitely there will be a point. So this is the place value table I have made for decimal. This place value you already know that you are using it for all kind of numbers. Ones, tens, hundred, thousands, then lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore and so on. But this is all about before decimal. Supposingly if I am writing 200, it means 200.0. If there is no decimal, means decimal will be placed at the end. If it's 2005 also, then it is 2005.0. Okay. Now, so before decimal, the place value is already known to us. After decimal, what is the place value? It is tens, T-E-N-T-H-S, hundreds, thousands. This we have studied in class 6 also. Tens means 1 by 10, hundreds means 1 by 100, and thousand means 1 by 1000. Okay. Now whatever is coming before decimal, this is called whole part. And whatever is coming after decimal, this is called fractional part. As you can see that it is coming in the form of fraction. That's why it is called fractional part. One decimal number I have written here. When I have to read this number, how I will read it? It is 248. Since it's before decimal, so before decimal is the whole part. So 248.56. It's a rule that whenever we have to read any decimal number, then the digits after the decimal should be spelled in a single digit. If here I am having one 0 also, then it will be 248.056. Okay. Now the point is how we can compare to decimal number. This is one decimal number and supposedly I am writing here another number. Here it is only 300. If it's only 300, what does it mean? It is 300.0. Now I have to compare which number is bigger. So while comparing any two decimal number, the first rule is that you have to compare the whole part first. Look at the whole part. The whole part of this number is 214 and the whole part of this number is 300. So which whole part is bigger? Definitely this whole is bigger. Supposingly, if I am having one number like this. Okay, now the question is, which one is bigger out of these two? Now whole part of both the numbers are same. When the whole parts will be same, then only we will check the digits after decimal. Here after decimal I am having 5, but here after decimal I am having 0. So which one is bigger? This is bigger. So for comparing any two decimal number, first you have to compare the whole part. If in the whole part, if you are able to decide which one is bigger, that is finalized. Supposingly, whole part of both the numbers are same. In that situation, you will move on to tens place. Then you will compare the tens place which is bigger. Then if supposingly 10th place is also same, then we have to move for 100 place and so on. So this is all about how we can compare decimals. Now in this decimals part, we are having one more topic, that is of unit conversion. Okay, how we can convert one unit to another unit. Like this you can take it as math song. Okay, what is the song? Milli, centi, decimeter, deca, hecto, kilometer. Or in the reverse order, kilo, hecto, decameter, deci, centi, millimeter. And I can replace it with gram. Meter I can replace with gram. These are the basic units which will be applied with all the other 6 units. So it can be milli, centi, decigram, deca, hecto, kilogram, or kilo, hecto, decagram, deci, centi, milligram. Milli, centi, deciliter, deca, hecto, kiloliter, or kilo, hecto, decaliter, deci, centi, milliliter. So whichever order you find easy to memorize, from small to big or from big to small, it's up to you. In any order you have to learn this math song, like I have learned in this way: milli, centi, decimeter, deca, hecto, kilometer. Okay, the symbol for milli is M, centi is C, deci is D, for meter it's M, for gram it's G, for liter it's L, deca. Now see, deci is also starting with D and deca is also starting with D. So how I will differentiate these two symbols? So for deci only D and for deca I am having D, A, and this is hecto, H, kilo is K. Now supposingly I have to convert kilogram into milligram. Just check that whether you have to convert a bigger unit into a smaller unit or a smaller unit into bigger unit. Supposingly kilogram is coming on this side, milligram is coming on this side. Means this is the big unit and this is the smallest. I have to convert big to small. Like in normal situation, what we do, whenever we have to convert a small object into a big object, what we will do? We will multiply. But in case of unit conversion, it's totally opposite. When I have to convert a small unit into big unit, what we are doing? We are dividing. And whenever I have to convert a big unit into a small unit, in that case I am multiplying. So it's big unit to small unit. So what I will do? Multiply. Okay. This is clear that we have to multiply. Now, by which number we have to multiply? Supposingly this is 5 kg. I want to convert 5 kg into milligram. Multiply, we have seen that since I am converting big unit to small unit, so I need to multiply. Now the question arises, by which number I should multiply? So just look at this kilo and just look at the position of milli. Just count how many gaps are there between kilo and milli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many zeros I have to multiply? By 6 6 zeros. So 5 kg is equal to 5 into, that is, when you will place comma to it, it's 50 lakh milligram. In this way we can convert any unit to any of the given units just by looking at its position and counting. This each gap is of 10. Each gap is of 10. Okay. So this you have to keep in your mind. Like, first of all, just analyze whether you have to convert a big unit into a small unit or a small into a big unit. And the unit conversion formula is completely opposite to our daily life problem. In daily life, to convert a small thing into a big thing, we used to multiply. But here we are dividing. And to convert a big thing into a small thing, here I am multiplying. And multiply or divide by what? That we will find out by counting the number of gaps between the two given units. In this we can convert any unit to any other form. For gram also this will be same, for meter also this will be same, and for liter also this is same. So this is all we have learned in decimals, that how we can write any decimal number in words also, and how I can compare two decimal number, that by first comparing the whole part, then we have to move on to the fractional part, then how we can apply unit conversion, and this unit conversion will be used forever for your life, whether you are going in class 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, everywhere you have to use this unit conversion, because in word problems definitely there will be a question to give the answer in meter, or to give the final answer in hectometer, give the final answer in decameter. So for that purpose you should know this basic technique of converting any unit. We can't memorize like 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram or 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. To memorize these many relations is not possible. Just you have to memorize a single song, milli, centi, decimeter, deca, hecto, kilometer, and then you have to use this formula. To convert small to big, we are dividing, and to convert big unit to small unit, we are multiplying. Now next we will move on to operation of decimal numbers. Now we will learn how we can do operation on decimals. Operations, again, always we are talking about 4 basic operations: plus, minus, multiply and divide. In class 7th you don't have operations of plus and minus. Just for revising, I have written it here. In class 6th you have done addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. Now you have to learn how we can multiply decimal numbers and how we can divide decimal numbers. One thing please better keep in your mind, the chapters which we are reading right now, fractions and decimals, this will be the most important chapter of your class 7th. Not for only for class 7. It's all the concept will be used, because it's a calculation technique. Whatever we are learning in this, it's all about calculation, and maths is also about calculations only. So whenever you will be going to higher classes also, you have to use this operation in any kind of question. Okay, so please understand it carefully. Whenever we have to add or subtract any decimal number, then we are having only a single rule. For addition and subtraction it's same. Put decimal one above the other. हमें एक के नीचे एक ही decimal, मतलब decimal के नीचे ही decimal लाना चाहिए. Then you can arrange the whole parts and fractional part accordingly. Then add wherever there you will find vacant spaces, you can fill it with 0. Supposedly here I can write 0 if there is no number. In this case also, if there is no number, I can write it as 0. It was 30. I have written it as 30.00. So for addition and subtraction of decimal numbers, what is important? To put decimal just below one another, and accordingly we will arrange whole part and fractional part. Now we will see how we can multiply to decimal numbers. Now what is the first rule? Simply multiply the numbers. Just forget that there is any decimal in the number. normal multiplication we will do, like I will multiply 232 by 15. I will forget that there is decimal also. So simple multiplication we will do. 5 2s are 10. This is 1160. Then normal multiplication I am doing. Okay, this is my normal multiplication. Then what is the next step? Count the total number of digits after decimal. आपको क्या करना है? आपको काउंट करना है कि डेसिमल्स के बाद पूरी कितनी डिजिट्स हैं। इस नंबर में डेसिमल के बाद एक डिजिट है और इस नंबर में डेसिमल के बाद दो डिजिट्स हैं। यहाँ एक डिजिट और यहाँ दो डिजिट्स। तो टोटल कितने डिजिट्स हो गए हमारे पास? 3 डिजिट्स हो गई। सो व्हाट इज रिटन? काउंट द टोटल नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स आफ्टर डेसिमल एंड पुट इट इन द फाइनल आंसर फ्रॉम राइट साइड। हमने क्या काउंट किया था कि 3 डिजिट्स हैं आफ्टर डेसिमल। तो अब हम क्या करेंगे? हम इसे राइट साइड, दिस इज राइट साइड, यहां से काउंट करो 1 2 और 3। सो द डेसिमल विल कम हियर। सो इट्स वेरी सिंपल, only 2 points we have to take care while multiplying the decimals. For some time ignore the decimal and simply multiply the numbers. Simply you have to multiply the numbers. Then now how we will put the decimal directly in the final answer. How we are doing so? We are counting the total number of digits after decimal. In the question you can count 1 and then 2 3. Total 3 digits are there after decimal. So we have to put it in the final answer from the right side. So this is about multiplication of any two decimal numbers. Now supposingly if the multiply is with into 10, into 100, into 1000, into 10,000, like with zeros. Here if you have to multiply by zeros, then the multiplication becomes more easy. No need to go with this lengthy process. Simply what we have to do, count the number of zeros. हमें गिनना है कितने जीरो है। इसमें 1 0, इसमें 2 0, इसमें 3 0. Whatever zeros are, and shift the decimal. Now here we are having shifting of decimal to the right side to that many places. If it's multiply, we have to shift it to right side. If it's divide, we are shifting it to left side. So first we will see this easy calculation which I have written. Like supposingly here only 1 0. The decimal will be shift to one place of, this is right side. So it will become 38.3. Now in second case, how many zeros? 2 zeros are there. So the decimal will shift to 2 places, 1 and 2. So it will be 383 point, this decimal has came here, 0.0. Now in this case I am having 1 2 3 zeros. Now the decimal should be shifted to 3 places, 1 2. Now the third place is vacant. So it will be replaced by 0. See, the decimal has came from this side to this side. This was all about multiplication. I have not at all multiplied it in this long way. Simply I have counted the number of zeros, and since it is multiply, that's why shifting is to right side. If it is divide, shifting will be to left side. Like when divided by 10, how many zeros? 1 0. So left one place shifting. It will be 0.383. Now how many zeros? 2 zeros. So 2 place shifting. This is 1 and this is 2. Second place will be filled by 0. This place is filled by 0. Then 383. Decimal has came from this place to this. 2 places shifting is there. Now if it is 3 zeros. So 1 2 3. तो हमें 3 से पहले कितने जीरो लगाने पड़ेंगे? 2 जीरो लगाना पड़ेंगे. Because right now decimal is shifting from here to here. Okay. So this becomes very easy when it is given in the terms of zeros. Simply you have to count the zeros and shift the decimal. If it's multiply, shift it to right side. If it's divide, shift it to left side. Okay. Now supposedly if in case of divide, if division is like this type, there is no zeros in that, then what we have to do, remove the decimal and divide the numbers. तो इसमें हमें कुछ नहीं करना है, हमें क्या करना है, डेसिमल्स को रिमूव कर देना है. अब रिमूव कैसे करते हैं देखो. सपोजिटली यहाँ डेसिमल के बाद कितने डिजिट्स हैं? 2. तो जब अगर आप इसका डेसिमल रिमूव करोगे इट विल बिकम 75/100। डेसिमल के बाद 2 डिजिट थी तो नीचे कितने आ गए, 2 जीरो। फिर ये डिवाइड का सिंबल लगाएंगे हम। नाउ 0.5, इसमें डेसिमल के बाद कितने डिजिट्स हैं, 1, तो डिनोमिनेटर में क्या आएगा हमारा 10। मतलब अगर डेसिमल के बाद 2 डिजिट होंगी तो डिनोमिनेटर में 100, डेसिमल के बाद 1 डिजिट होगा तो डिनोमिनेटर में 10, अगर डेसिमल के बाद 3 डिजिट्स हैं देन वी हैव टू राइट 1000 इन द डिनोमिनेटर। नाउ इट्स द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ डिवीजन as we are doing it in fraction also। फ्रैक्शन में हमने डिवीजन कैसे किया था, this is the first number and this is the second number। division is only one step more than multiplication, so I will convert this into multiplication। Two changes are taking place simultaneously। First change, this divide will become multiply, and the second change, this 5/10 will become 10/5। These two changes I have done and the first one will remain as it is। Okay, now simply what we have done, we have removed the decimal and now I am dividing the numbers as we are doing it in the case of fraction, because when we are removing the decimal then it is coming in the form of fraction only, or we can say that decimals comes from fraction or both are interconvertible। Fraction can be converted to decimals and decimals can be converted to fractions। So these were decimals, I have changed it into fraction। Similarly, fraction can be converted back to decimals also। So now this 0 cancel, 5 ones are 5 and this is 15 times, so it is coming 15/10। Now the way we have removed decimal, now this is divide by 10। Okay, so in divide by 10, this is 15 means 15.0, it's divide by 10, so in divide the decimal shift to left side, so it will come one place here, so the answer will become 1.5। this will be taken as divided by 10 only, so this will be your answer। Right now it may look difficult to you but it's easy once you have a very good command on tables। For doing all the calculations of fractions and decimal, you should have a very good command on tables at least till 20। Okay, then only you will be able to do all the calculations easily। For multiply and divide was new for you, plus and minus you people have done in class 6 also, that which is based on only single rule, that put decimal just below one another। In multiply also it's very simple, simply multiply the numbers without looking at the decimal, then in the final answer directly we have to put the decimal, that will depend on the total number of digits after decimal from the question। क्वेश्चन में चेक कर लीजिए कि डेसिमल के बाद पूरे कितने डिजिट्स हैं, जैसे यहाँ पे 1 2 3 डिजिट्स हैं तो आंसर में राइट साइड से 3 डिजिट के बाद डेसिमल लग गया। वैसे डिवाइड में हम क्या करते हैं, रिमूव द डेसिमल्स, डेसिमल्स को रिमूव कर देंगे, और डेसिमल्स को रिमूव करने की टेक्निक क्या होती है, अगर डेसिमल्स रिमूव होंगे तो वो फ्रैक्शन के फॉर्म में आ जाएंगे। इफ आफ्टर डेसिमल 2 डिजिट्स आर देयर देन 100 विल कम, इफ आफ्टर डेसिमल 1 डिजिट इज देयर देन 10 विल कम। देन इट्स अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन ऑफ डिवाइड, और डिवाइड में हम क्या करते हैं, पहला नंबर सेम रहता है, देन 2 चेंजेस आर टेकिंग प्लेस साइमल्टेनियसली, डिवाइड इज चेंजिंग टू मल्टीप्लाई and there is reciprocal of 5/10, and you can simply solve it। and if it's multiplication and division with 10 100 or 1000, in that case it becomes more easy just counting the number of zeros and shifting the decimal। if it's multiply we will shift to right side, if it's divide we will shift to left side। so in this way we have covered all the basic concepts of fractions and decimals। On the basis of this concept, after learning each concept, you should solve at least 10 questions related to that concept। I will try to build your concept here and more questions you can solve it by yourself। Thus to make our calculation fast and to make our concept more better, what we have to do after understanding each concept, at least do some application part, do some questions related to it, then only you will be able to understand it in a better way। and stay connected with me to learn some more concepts of maths. Thank you, class.